All right, it's morning and it's sort of sunny. It's supposed to rain later, which would not be a bad thing. Rain later would actually be a welcome relief because we've had precious little rain, which is why there's so many evacuees in our province for wildfires, because it just refuses to rain where it's supposed to rain. And the south end of the province has had plenty of rain. It's the north side, where I am and higher and further north, that hasn't had any rain. So it's annoying. Also, birds. Some of them. Handful of birds over there just doing their bird thing. And there's a duck. So we played musical critters. We have some ducks and some chicks in here. You'll notice these are the smaller chicks. And over here we have smaller chicks and little chicks. And we're going to add the quail that are hatching later, because the quail are going to go in with the littler guys. Because if you put the quail in with the bigger guys, they get stepped on. We don't want them to get stepped on. There goes a duck. That's the duck that's very often left behind because she's a lot slower than the other ducks. The other ducks over there. The other ducks are in the trees there, and she's like going. She's going. She's just not there yet. She's very slow. So that's fine. It's fine. We're not going to worry about it. Anyway, hi guys. I'm coming in there though, so I don't really want to step over everyone. They're like, tough cookies, mama. Tough cookies. All right, I'll walk around. All right, I'll walk around. They don't care. They do not care. Anyway, what's going on today? Not a ton. Hi, Lucky. So we got Lucky, just left, and the 3 ducks. We haven't come up with names for them yet. I'm running out of D names. I don't really know what names to use because I'm running out of D's. So I'll just making sure the chick. Hi, Wildfire's here. Even though she's got a couple of kittens, she is still making the rounds with me. It helps that she's got other mama cats that can watch her kittens. Hi, sweetheart. Come on. She's my little farm buddy. My little tiny farm buddy. Let's go. So, you might be wondering, if you didn't see yesterday's vlog, where the bigger chicks went that were in the brooder. They're out here. So, let's go take a look at them. I don't have any snacks. The roosters have seen me. That's all roosters. The roosters have seen me and they're like, wow, she might have snacks because she did before. So here are the bigger birds. They spent the night outside. But, I mean, obviously they're not big. They're little. And I think I've got 2 roosters in the group. There's a third that maybe, but I don't think so. Lucky's a girl. It would be nice if I had a couple more roosters, but 2 is fine. There's probably a couple more in the other ones I kept, so that's fine. What I want... Why do I want roosters? I love roosters, first of all. Also, roosters are kind of, sort of... there's a couple of eggs. I know you guys were holding out on me. Eggs. Quail eggs. But, I like roosters, one, because I like them. But also because... Excuse me. Just. Also because, and this always sounds bad when you say it, but cannon fodder. I don't mind birds, thank you, birds being a little bit cannon fodder-ish in case we have predators. The dogs do an excellent job, but we free range, and in the grand scheme of things, I'm just checking to see if anyone's built a nest. No, not really. what's her name? Tinsley hasn't either. Anyway, in the grand scheme of things, when it comes right down to it, your hens are worth more than your roosters. I know that sounds mercenary, but they are. So a few extra roosters basically means that I can rest a little easier if something does happen. The roosters tend to get targeted first. So, and I know it sounds bad. But if I only have, first of all, if I only have 2 roosters and both of them get taken, then I'm out of roosters. And to get babies, I actually do need roosters. There's Sauron. Nice, Sauron. He's a good bird. But I actually do need my roosters, because without my roosters, I won't get babies, because none of the eggs will be fertilized. However, it's also true that they're not worth as much as the hens. So having a few extra roosters means, yay, if something happens, there's a bit of a buffer. And roos tend to, a good roo, and we have good roos, they give themselves for their ladies. So that's a good thing. But it does mean sometimes, now we haven't lost any roosters this year, but sometimes you come out and there's not enough roos. That's the way it goes sometimes. So, you know, that's just the way it goes. Anyway, I have got to water this and water these. It's supposed to rain, but you know, if I water things, it will rain. If I don't water things, it won't. That's the way it goes. Also, the cats rolled on my cucumbers, which is like eminently annoying. Water the tomatoes. I want to put some tomatoes seeds in the ground today, if it's not raining. I would like to do that. So the cats rolled on my cucumbers, so I'm not sure they're going to survive, because cats are dumb. That's okay. I'll get some more seeds and shove them in the ground. Cucumbers are pretty quick to grow. So let's just soak the heck out of the cucumbers. Let's just do that. The peppers are okay. I'm not sure those cukes are going to make it, though. The cats were pretty on them. So, we'll see. But I would like to get some more tomato seeds in the ground, because if there's anything we need a lot of, it's tomatoes. We make almost endless amounts of tomato sauce. So, also, I'm here all by myself this morning. I had to do all the things by myself, which was annoying, but it's actually not that big a deal. I do things by myself all the time. But I guess I didn't have to stay, but I don't like going anywhere. Also, stuff still needs to be done. Even if everybody wants to go do stuff, there's still stuff here at the farm that needs to be done. And the things that I have to do kind of can't wait. And I just smashed the eggs with the watering can. Did I Yeah, I broke one. The other one's okay. But I smashed the watering can into my side where the eggs were. My bad. I destroyed a quail egg. I'm just going to put it over here because the cats like quail eggs. But in order for the quail eggs to get eaten, I have to smash them. There we go. Yes, you can eat that now. They like them smashed. Anyway, where are her kittens? Underneath the deck. She had kittens yesterday. 2 little kittens. And they're under the deck because that's a better place for them than on top of the deck, especially if it's going to rain today. And so her 2 kittens, Wildfire's 2 kittens, and the 2 kittens Gwen are looking after is under here. And the other kittens are still in the garage. So, no, they're not quite old enough to go home yet. I need the 3 older kittens to be a little bit stronger, a little bit better on their feet. a little bit more independent from their mamas. I'm just not comfortable yet. Right? And I know you're going to see some people say, well, I take my kittens at 4 weeks. Great, but don't do that. 4 weeks is way too young. 5 weeks is too young. 6 weeks is debatable, right? 6 weeks. Anyone out? Or everyone in the behind the thing? Because I'm not climbing behind the thing. Yes? No? Meow? Meow? Hi. I see your butt. They're not coming out right now. They will probably come out later unless it starts raining. So what's the plan today? I want to get the tomato seeds in if I do that before it rains. If it starts raining, I'm not going to do it. But that and thank you, Lonesome. Lonesome. That and I also want to get the lettuce started, the ones that are staying in the house, because it's going to be a hot summer. So putting lettuce outside in our hot summer sometimes doesn't go well. So lettuce grows well in the spring and in the fall, but in the summer I like to keep it in the house. So I'm going to start a couple of trays of lettuce so I can have lettuce all summer in the house, because lettuce really hates the heat, and it's going to be apparently a very hot summer, which is, you know, not great. If the summer is going to be hot and dry, that's not great for our wildfire situation. Anyway, I'm going to go inside and get started. I have a couple of other things to do. I have to do some writing because I have to do like some real work today. I have to get some actual work done. Shocker. But I have to get some actual work done today because I spent the last couple of days not feeling very well. So I didn't get any work done. And when you get no work done, all of a sudden you hit a point where you have to get work done. So that's where I'm at right now. I have to get some work done. So that's what I'm off to do. And then I'm going to worry about starting some lettuce and maybe get some tomato seeds in the ground. But before I do anything else, I got to put in a couple of hours of work. Because frankly, if I don't put in a couple of hours of work, I am 100% going to miss my next deadline. And missing deadlines is not a good idea. So we're not missing a deadline. We are going inside and working. It's too windy to work out here because it's really windy, and it also might rain. Also, there's a duck in there now. I don't know where you... Oh, you're a different duck. Okay, you're not one from over there. You're from under the barn. All right, then. Anyway, I am going to go inside and get to work. I will come back out later and get some more stuff done, because that'll be fun. Well, I'm going to plant some seeds over here. I'm going to plant a handful of these tomato seeds. Maybe I'm not going to put the packages on the ground. It's windy and they're going to blow away. So, let's just see how many of each I have. I don't think I have a ton. I have some. So what I'm going to do is the cherry tomatoes, I think I'll do up here. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. That's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is just do a line here. And I don't have a ton of each of these left because I already planted some. In fact, I think some on the other side of the house are already blooming. But what I'm going to do is just put them in the hole. Open this package up. That's annoying. These are really good seeds. I just don't like how they stick in this package. There we go. Boop. Cover those up. Soak them with water later. And they'll be good. And then we're going to do a line of these. These are the Jubilees. I'm actually going to do a line of them. Let's do right here. I have another package of the Jubilees, so I'm going to use both packages. Come on, get out of the package. I literally am just shoving them in the ground. I don't even care. It's nice enough now that they will grow. They will grow now, whereas a couple weeks ago, it was too cold at night. Things were not going to bloom. That's why I had to start a bunch of stuff in the house. And then open this up. And this will be, I might go around to the other side of the house. But this will be my final group of tomatoes. And I have these cherry tomatoes as well. I don't know. Well, you know what? Let's go directly in front of these other ones because these other ones were also cherry tomatoes. They're just a different type. All right. If I can keep the cats out of the other flower bed, that would be great. Get out of there. Silly cats. Cats already squashed my cucumbers to death. Like, the danger of having cats is exactly that. Okay. Kind of spread those out a little bit. Push them under the dirt. We'll give them a little water in a little bit. And we're going to call that good. That is my last crop of tomatoes that I'm putting in the ground. So I've got like tomatoes in 5 different spots, and there's the weird tomatoes that I don't know what kind they are growing in the bush because of where we chucked the tomatoes last year. So I have no idea what kind of tomatoes those are because I don't remember. And then I've got this patch. I've got this patch here. And then I got 2 patches there. I've got a patch that's just coming up, a patch I just planted kind of in an L shape around it. And I've got 2 patches on the other side of the house. So I should have 4 crops of tomatoes this year. So hopefully most of those crops do well. The way I've done it is I've got 4 different crops of tomatoes at 4 different times. So if one of them fails, it's not really that big a deal. But that's my last one going in. I do want to go inside and get the lettuce started because that would be fantastic. But I have to clean a couple of bundles of my planter things first. So I'm going to go do that, and then hopefully I will be able to start the lettuce seeds. So that'll be good. And then I'm going to take down some of the long grasses on this side, and I think we're going to put, we're getting a couple of specialty tomato plants that my dad wanted, and we're going to put them over there. So we have stuff to do yet, and I want to take down these weeds, but sometimes I don't care. Yeah. All right, fine. I don't care. I've decided, whatever, weeds are pretty. Except for this one. This is squash weed. Anyway, I'm going back inside. It's getting windy, and maybe it'll rain. I really hope so. It'd be great if it would rain. All right. It's raining. That is an excellent thing. We are very glad it's raining. However, it makes it awkward for filming because I have to hold my umbrella over the camera. So, the filming is a little awkward. But we're going to do the best we can. So, I am not going to go in and collect eggs because Tristan already did. Also, there's a duck. Also, these chickens are stupid. They're Shadowfax. Stupid. Being in the rain. I don't know why you guys are all standing in the rain. Half of them went inside. The other half are out here in the rain with stupid Lonesome. Because we're all stupid. We're all stupid. So, you know. There's really nothing you can do about it. They keep coming out. So, it's not cold. They'll get wet. They'll have to live with it. Oh, well. But we're very glad it's raining. But this is of necessity going to be a fairly short segment because it's raining. I'm just making sure all the rabbits are... No, the rabbits are not in their shelters. They're standing outside getting wet. But, okay. Whatever. Whatever. I don't care. Rabbits are insane. Those two are insane. Okay, she is in the house. Good for her. But the others are stupid. The cats have all taken shelter, so nobody's really out except Shadowfax and some stupid chickens. So, other than them, nobody else is out. The good news is I don't have to water my plants because it's a decent rain. It's not an incredible rain, but it's decent. So it's coming down okay. It's coming down okay. I still have to start my lettuce, and I still have to show you Tequila's puppies. They're doing so well. They're getting so big. We're so excited. So I'm gonna go back inside. Sorry about the awkward filming, but I'm holding an umbrella. It's raining. We're very glad. We are very happy about the rain. So hopefully the plants get what they need. Hopefully this goes far enough north that the wildfires get a little bit of a dampener. Would be nice. Anyway, I'm going to go back inside because it's really starting to pour. And that is very exciting. So let's go in, take a look at Tequila's puppies, and hopefully start some lettuce. All right, I opted not to plant my lettuce today. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I just don't feel like it. Sometimes you just don't feel like it. So we moved most of the chicks that hatched outside already. We have a couple of eggs still hatching, and these guys are just finishing drying off. We've got Silkies and Quail. So we're just waiting for the last couple to hatch. They are all pipped. We're keeping the humidity pretty much where it needs to be. And we are going to be moving these guys probably tomorrow. That's Quail. So there's a handful of Quail, a handful of Silkies left in here. Everyone else has moved outside because it was time. It was frankly time. So we're also going to pan over my bed and take a look at the puppies. Tequila's behind me. They are doing fantastic. Okay, so I have cleaned out the blanket. It's in the wash. I mean, it's stained, but it needs to be washed. So it's in the wash right now. And given them puppy pads and the receiving blankets. So they are plenty warm. I had someone ask if they were warm enough because sometimes they're laying on the floor. Yep. They are plenty warm enough. Okay? They are plenty warm enough. So we're not worried about them getting cold. It's not cold in here at all. And they lay on the floor just because they want to. So they also have a little more fluff back there around the corner. And their eyes are not open yet. So they kind of end up where they end up. So they are starting to do little baby barks, which is adorable. I love the baby barks. Right now, they are 9 days old and their eyes are not open yet. So they are barking and kind of doing a wobbly walk much earlier than I thought they might. Maybe a little wobbly walk. They're doing these little wobbly walks. They can't see where they're going because their eyes are not open yet. Their eyes will be open probably in another week, within the next week. But right now, Tequila, your baby is barking. You can go see your baby. There's Tequila. Not that one. That's not the barking one. But the barking one's over there. She's an excellent mother. She adores her babies. She's a very, very good dog. We're very happy with her and with her babies. And vodka and whiskey are perfect when it comes to being around the babies. So everyone's doing well. Everyone is happy. I am going to go to bed because I'm still under the weather. Hopefully by tomorrow I will be okay. But for right now, I'm going to bed. It's actually really, really late. So off to bed I go. And I get to sleep just a few feet from these little guys because they're in my bedroom, which is what I wanted. I wanted the little guys to be near me because I'm so in love. Look at these guys. Look at these little puppies. They're just perfect. I am very excited to watch them grow. But that is about it for us tonight. We will hopefully see you tomorrow.